Jesus, it's you. Jesus, it's you. And I believe the wonder-working God. You're the wonder-working God. All the miracles I've seen, you're too good to not believe. You're the wonder-working God, and you heal because you love. Oh, the miracles we'll see, you're too good to not believe.
I'm Lois Renner, and I've been part of Celebration Church since 2015, for 11 years now. I was diagnosed with stage 4 B-cell giant lymphoma. It was quite a shock to me. I had ignored all of the symptoms, and suddenly one day I had to come to the realization that I did have it.
Hi, my name is Dulce Wint. My husband is Roy Wint, and together we have 5 children and 3 beautiful grandchildren. My story, it begins September last year, 2025, when I was diagnosed with recurrent breast cancer. They found a 5.5 centimeter tumor in my chest wall. And I remember the time they told me it would be too risky to do surgery. So we have to start with treatment right away.
It was in my bones, it was in my legs, it was in my ribs, and it was in my head, but also in my entire body, in all of my organs. My oncologist was surprised at the extensive damage. He told me that I would be dead by October if I didn't start treatment immediately, so we began.
I remember with all this information coming in, all the tests and scans required, I remember I turned to my husband and I said, I needed to take care of this because I need to be focused on Jesus. I need stillness because I believe in stillness. It creates this sacred place, this sacred moment where I can hear the voice of God. And I need it. I need it because at that moment it was like my David moment, that I have this giant in front of me.
There was a night when I was so frightened, I couldn't sleep. I tossed and I turned and I cried out to the Lord, help me. I am in so much pain. I'm afraid what is going to happen to me. I'm all by myself. Oh God, I'm in such pain, help me. I tossed and I turned all night long. And as I lay in my bed and the sun began to rise and come through the windows and it was so beautiful, I realized that nothing changed, but everything changed. I had a peace that rose up in my heart that never went away. I walked away from that night realizing that God had done a work in me that I could only imagine. And agony of fear that I was experiencing was gone, and in its place, total peace.
And I remember highlighting several Bible verses about healing, but one verse, it really stood out. It was in Matthew, which is in Matthew 8:3, when Jesus heals the leper. And he says, I am willing. And those words really pierced my heart. And I took possession of those words as my own. And then I believe it. I knew he was willing to heal me, and I believe it.
I'm not going to say it was easy. It was dark nights sometimes of wonder and pain. However, God was with me through the entire time. He brought me encouragement that was so beautiful from you, from the congregation of Celebration, my family, and my friends.
And the final confirmation was when in January of 2026, an astonished doctor entered the room and to tell us the tumor, it was gone. And also to admit that he never seen a tumor of that size vanish so fast.
I had victory not only in my body, but in my spirit. He healed my body, but he healed most of all my spirit. And had I not suffered and stayed a little while in this affliction, I would never have known the love or the fellowship of my Savior as I did through this process.
So I stand here today as a living, breathing, and walking testimony of his mercy, love, and willingness to heal. So my message is this: have hope and boldly stand on his promises. Hold on to them and do not let go.
I've seen cancer disappear. I've seen metal plates dissolve. Don't you tell me he can't do it. Don't you tell me he can't do it. I've seen real life resurrection. I've seen mental health restored. Don't you tell me he can't do it. Sing, I see cancer disappear. I see cancer disappear. I see metal